Va va boom, bada boom. All right, cool. Just gonna wait for it to come through on YouTube side. I think, yep, there it is. Cool. Set my keyboard off to the side here. Set my microphone off to the side as well. And we'll move the camera down. We're starting right away today. Short stream day. I'm going to move this down a little bit. There we go. Move it in a little bit as well. Now we'll leave it back here actually. There we go. Perfect. Perfect. More Vcard time. Oh, right. I need to flip it. No. Transform. Rotate. There we go. Short stream today because I do have work later. I want to do this where I stream every Saturday, and then on the weeks when I'm not working, I'll stream more than just Saturday. There's stuff going on upstairs. Oh, this probably sounds fantastic. Alright. Close your ears, some terrible ASMR. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Box topper. As usual. Whatcha? Oh, who is that? Vey. I don't know who Vey is, but cool. Alrighty. Let's get right into it, shall we? Alright. First three. Mascots. Electrobite, Fluffer, and Pete. Ooh, all electric. Oh, my knife is still out. Don't let them catch you with your knife out. That there. Alright. Tubers. Silvervale, Aethelstan, and Lucy Pyre. Nice, nice. Centered a little bit more. There we go. Alright. Supporters. We got a fancy Harpoon. And Meat Canyon. And then our big ones, we got 9 Yuzu. And a fancy Benson. I am fully aware that I'm going to have probably most of these cards already. I am just, pulling for more 10s. Bastard Cat. Rancid. And Monarch. Monarch Messenger Clone. Alright. Silvervale. Again. Oh, Human Trash. Cool. Put this on over here. And Heavenly. Nice. 2 generics. 2 generic supporters. 9 Lucy Pyre. And Fancy Electrobite. Cool. Cool. Again, I probably should have opened these like way back when I got the box, But that was right before Silk Song, so I wanted to play that first. Droid. Who's Droid for again? Oh yeah, Reno. Ollie. And Gwub. Alright. We got, oh, more human trash. Cool. Sky. Nice. And Sayu. Cool. Okay, well, we got coefficient. That's cool. But what the fuck is this? What the fuck am I looking at? Cyanide happiness. Jesus Christ. Then we got a 9 Monarch. Very nice. And a fancy Goro. Cool. Cool, cool. Alright, we got Meathead, Sashimi, and B. Where's the bee? There's a bee. Silver Veil. Oh my god. And Ebiko. 2 generic supporters. 9 Rainho. Hey, I got a fancy Limu! Yes! Where is it? Where is it? The fuck was that noise? Oh. This thing fell off. These fell off. My cable ties fell off my desk. But I got a fancy Limu. The power of the whale has come through. I've channeled the power of the whale. Or am I gonna put the? I'm gonna put the whale up here. Actually, I'll put it over here because I'll put the fancy 9s and 10, the 10s up here. The whale. I'm channeling the power of the whale. Got a fancy Limu. Now I want to get a 10 Limu. Alrighty. Got Haze. Pyro. Oh. I don't think I got one of you before. Your mascot's very cute. It's too bad the person this is a mascot for is human garbage. And Pedal Pals. I don't think I've gotten Pedal Pals yet. Then we got Sky again. Tob! I haven't gotten to Tob yet. Cool. And Totless. I don't know if I've gotten Totless yet. Cool. We got a generic and exposed Chad. And we got a 9 Meat and a fancy droid. Alrighty. We've got Farmer Cosmate, Smolchy, and Lampchamp. Oh shit, those are the wrong piles. And then we've got Tob again, Totless, and Pirate Tricky. Uh-oh. Get putting this stuff in the wrong piles. Good God. Come on now. We got Exposed again and Smitty. And we got a 9 Foxy Rain. Nice. And a fancy Smolchy. This is way more fun than I expected it to be, you know? Bastard Cat. Batsard Cat. Sorry, Batsard Cat. Mimi. And Tricky. This is way more fun than I expected it to be. I did not expect this to be this much fun. Just pulling cards of VTubers and their friends. Got Pirate Tricky, Vey, and Farmer Vienna. What do we got? We got Charlie, and then we got Cyanide Happiness again. Jesus. We got a 9 Lucy Pyre, and a Fancy Simp. What a name. Alright, mascots. Nanomono. Dragoons. Nice, nice. And Chaplin. We got Sky. I did it again. It's the name. It's Pyre. Makes me think fire, so I put it in the fire stack. Tob. And Fifi. Nice. Supporter cards. We got 2 generics. 9 Fancy Monarch. Nice. And a Fancy Rancid. Getting a lot more fancy mascots in this box than in the last one, which is interesting. Alright. Pestonini. Pup. And Simp. That's a nice sandwich. Alright, we got Bow. I know what you are. Buff Pup. Cool. And Camilla. I know what you are. We got 2 generic supports. A 9 Fancy Nanners. And a Fancy Lamp Champ. Alright, we got Gildy, Rancid, and Bruh. Hey, bruh. Hey there, bruh. Wanna go down to the lake, bruh? Go out for a fucking rip? Fuck yeah, bud. Fuck yeah, bud. Tob, Totless, and Doki. This is one of my favorite cards. It always makes me laugh when I see it. Oh, sweet. We got Flork. Another Flork, and then another generic supporter. 9 Fifi. Nice. 9 Fancy Fifi. And a Fancy Chabbit. Alrighty. We got Bradley. Push up with the Bradley. Demonite. And Spike. Cool. And then we got Camilla. Code Miko. And Kokwi. And we got Flork again. And Coefficient. Got another 9 Fancy Fifi. And a 10 Rainho! Dude, that art's fucking sick. What is it? Art illustrator. 96 Yote. Sick fucking art, man. Sick art. Alrighty. Boop, boop. Baby Moth. Limon. And Shibilena. Limon. We got Freem. Froggy Lock, the Cryptid. And Heavenly Father, the Creature. We got Pay Money Wubby and a generic supporter card. We got 9 Fancy Shy Lily and a 10 Punkalapi. Age as old as the concept of chaos. Nice. Nice. Two back-to-back packs with 10s. 10 cards. That's dope. Alright, we've got Mimi, Tricky, and Froglodite. We got Akumi, Sayu, and who did the card art for that? Keen. Nice. Oh yeah, who did this card art? Loa. Cool. Sporters, we got Meat Canyon and a fancy generic. Did I pull any of them fancies and not realize it? I don't think so. No, I didn't. Alright. Got a fancy generic. Alright, fancy cards. We got 9 Numi. Fancy Numi. And a fancy Electrobite. Nice. Mascots, Pestonini, Pup, and Simp. We got Juniper, nice. Another Limu, and Lena Lazar. Sporters, we got Snack Cat from Fillion, and a generic. Fancy cards. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. Oh, but a fancy 8 Quinn Bennett. I gotta reiterate. I'm saying it's unfortunate because the person this is a card of is garbage. The card art is very nice. You know, Click Draws did a good job. It's just, you know, would have rather gotten a fancy 9 of literally anyone else. Alrighty. Mimi, Tricky, and B. Shy Lily, Doki, and Diariku. Sporters, we got Harpoon and a generic. We got a 9 Tob. Oh, another 10! Lucy Pyre. Age 18 forever. Unfortunate. Wait, 99 pounds? Fucking tiny. Oh, height 4'11". Yeah, that makes sense. Alrighty. Tinky. Ooh, have I gotten Tinky yet? I don't think I have. Cool. Evilbot. And Baby Moth. And then we got Yuzu, Tob, and Diariku. Oh, I accidentally grabbed the support card. Diariku. And then we got Schmitty and Pay Money Wubby. We got a 9 Tob and a fancy 8 Neanners. Dragoons, Chaplin, Gwub. Ah, of course. Silvervale and Sky. You know, I got away pretty okay the last time I opened these card packs. Didn't get a lot of that certain individual, but I'm certainly getting a lot of them now. We got 2 generics, and 9 totless, and a 10 meat. Age prehistoric. Meat. Alright. Haze. Monarch. Oop, wrong bow. And Pestinini. We got Sky, Tob, and Froggy Lock. We got 2 generics. Then we got a 9 Camilla and Fancy Farmer Cosmate. Alright, we got Tinky, Farmer Cosmate. It's Mulchy. We got Foxy Rain, Freem, and Froggy Lock. The Creature. Tectone. I will say the same thing that I said for Cinder. If you know, you know. Also Charlie. That's cool. 9 Pyrotricky. Some really cool fucking art by Henry Hour? Henry Hour. Ooh, and a 10 Megalodon. Cool. Age unknown. Weak to grass and should never touch it. Okay. Whatever you say. What song is playing right now? The Uncertainty Principle. Oh. I didn't realize how ominous some of the songs in this soundtrack are. I've got the Outer Wilds soundtrack playing currently. And I didn't realize how fucking ominous some of it sounds like. This song's called The Uncertainty Principle. Spooky. Very spooky. We got Electrobites, Froglodite, and Evilbot. All very good things. Meat, Megalodon, and Sayu. We got Pay Money Wubby, right? And a generic. And then we got Sky. And another Sky, but fancy. Alright. Pick up the pace a little bit, I guess. Ollie Gildy and Orca Pup. Diariku, Ebiko, and Feifei. Two generics. 9 Buff Pup, very nice. And a fancy Tenki. We've got Shabbat, Goro, and Benson. Nanolis, University of Numi, and Yanners. Meat Canyon and a generic. 9 Tob. And a fancy Chabot. Chabot. Baby Moth Limon and Chibilena. Moth. Yeah. And Toki, Diariku, and Ebiko. Oh, fucking. Oh, God, I'm fucking up my piles. I'm fucking up my piles. Cyanide Happiness and a generic. 9 fancy Numi, University Numi, and a fancy Electrobyte. Electrobytes, Tad and Cannoli, and Fluffer. I don't think I've gotten Tad and Cannoli or Fluffer yet. Well, how about that? I don't think I've gotten Cottontail in this wave yet either. Shy Lily, Doki, and Diariku. Cyanide Happiness and a fancy Meat Canyon. A 9 Quinn Bennett. And a fancy Glub. Meathead, Mimi, and Bastard Cat. Vampire, Tricky, and Not Totless. Tricky Wee. Schnack Cat from Philian and a generic. 9 Code Miko. And a fancy Smolchi. I should probably put like the 9s in here, right here, in between the 10 and the whale. Channeling the power of the whale. No mind. Ooh, what's this song sound like? Ooh, that one's quite nice. Alright. Pyro Pup, unfortunate. But Rancid and Pedal Pals. Very nice. That's unfortunate. Freeman Foxy Rainbow. A fancy Smitty and a generic. 9 fancy Rainho. That looks very nice on camera too. I'm surprised the camera actually picks up how quite nice the polychrome effect looks. And a fancy 8 Farmer Vienna. Getting a lot of grass ones. Or whatever the hell that is called. Plant. Bush. 2 left. Channeling the power of the whale. We got Patat, Simp, and Pup. We got Limu, Junie, and Heavenly. You know, for me, that's probably one of the best pulls I could get. The 3 streamers that I actually kind of watch. Hey, come on. There we go. We got Explosion Harpoon. Who are you? Chad. Who the fuck is Chad? Who the fuck is Chad? And who's Harpoons? Whatever. 9 Fancy Sanson. Very nice. And a fancy Lamp Champ. Last pack of this box anyway. I still got a couple more boxes. Just gonna check that it's still going strong on YouTube. Yep. Still going strong. Cool. We got, unfortunate, but Batsford Cat and Haze. Nice. We got, oh, there's, I have gotten Contail before. I remember that now. And also Kokui and Code Miko. And then we've got a generic and Fork. 9 Sky. And a fancy 8 Yinumi. Very nice. Very, very nice. That was a good few packs, you know. I unfortunately got a few contentious individuals. But again, person's bad. Card art is very good. I did get quite a few 10s though for not pulling a golden pack. What time is it? 11:15. I got time for one more box. I'm sure I got time for one more box. A box. Knife. Yeah. Alright, before I popped it. But before I open it, I'm channeling the power of the whale. The space whale. I said it before in the previous stream, but the reason I'm doing that is because it's funny, number one. And number two, I don't play Magic the Gathering, but I got the Edge of Eternity's box because I like sci-fi, so I wanted to get a bunch of like sci-fi cards. I also saw this one previously, and I wanted this one because it's a space whale floating through a nebula. It's fucking cool. And so I wanted the whale. And then the first pack I opened, I got the whale. So I'm channeling the power of the whale to get the card that I want. Cards that I want. I.e., where are you? A 10 of Limu. Speaking of which, I'm going to go through and put all my 9s in a pile as well. So it's easier to... fancy card. I'll leave it in here. So it's easier to sort through them later. I got a lot of 9s of Yuzu. Got a lot of greens in that one for some reason. Oh. What the fuck am I doing? What the fuck was I doing? I'm not paying attention, that's what. This card just makes me giggle every time. Whoop. Okay, that's fine. Come on. There we go. Dark Bramble. The soundtrack has moved on to the theme for Dark Bramble. It seems to be very quiet though. Like it's barely registering on my waveform. Oh, there it is. Dark Bramble. Ominous music. Ominous. That music be ominous. I did again. What the hell? Weird. Alright, there we go. Now on to the next box. Again, channeling the power of the whale. Box topper. Oh, it's Sayu. Sick. Bunny carrot. That's some cool fucking art, man. That's some cool fucking art. How many packs are in one box? I wasn't even counting. It does not want to tell me. Tell me your secrets. There it is. 28 packs. Okay. We've got Orca Pup, Gildy, and Ollie. We're gonna breeze through this unless I find one I haven't gotten before or fancies. Nanolus, Meat, and Megalodon. Harpoon and Cyanide and Happiness. The whale. It came through for me. The whale came through for me. In one pack, I got both. I got both of them. The whale came through for me. Weight 45 kilos. That's funny. Instead of pounds, it's kilos. That's very funny. Hola.
What are you doing?
Streaming.
Streaming?
Yeah.
I thought you were talking to somebody.
No, I'm talking to myself.
Oh. And you laugh at your jokes too.
Someone has to.
Oh, hey. What is he doing to you?
Oh, the camera's pointed down anyway.
Pointed down?
Yeah, I'm opening card packs.
Oh, I see. So that's what you do with your spare time if you don't have to take the dog out?
Well, it's... I want to be a bit more consistent with streaming. So
Yeah,
if
but you're on a work week. You don't usually stream on a work week.
Yes, I'm changing that.
Oh, son.
If I can do an hour-long stream on Saturday.
Okay.
Because it's the idea of stream every Saturday, and on the work week just do like a short hour-long one, do whatever, and then on my work week off do more than Saturday.
Alright, well, I'm just gonna get ready to take her out.
Okie dokie. Have fun.
Thank you.
I was gonna bring my dog over, but the camera's pointed down, so I can't exactly show her off. but I did it. I can't believe I got both of them. I got both of them. Who did the card art for this one? Yenkos. Isn't that the person that also does Lime's model? I don't remember. I've heard that name before, though. So, maybe. Alright. Next pack. Well, I don't need to channel the power of the whale anymore. Although it would be cool to get... Have I already gotten a Junie? I'm pretty sure I've already gotten a 10 Heavenly Father. I don't... I'll be right back, actually. I do not. Okay. I do not have a 10 Juniper, so it would be cool if I got a 10 of Juniper. So, channeling the power of the whale still, but for something else now. We got Demonite, Benson, and Nanomono. A lot of mascots are just blobs, and it's they're just blobs. They're like Dragon Quest slimes. They're just blobs. Round, cute blobs. Feifei Reinho and Quinn Bennett. Very nice. 2 generics. A 9 Heavenly. And a fancy 8 Freem. Height 7'10". Bullshit. Work with me here. Jesus Christ. Alright, we got Spike, Bro, and Goro. Very nice. Bro. Hey there, bae. Hey there, bae. Foxy, Rain, Shoto, and Sanson. Exposed and a generic. Fancy 9 Toki. And a fancy Gwub. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on, then. Chaplin, unfortunate. I didn't catch that. Pal Pals. Diariku, Doki, and Vei. Generic and a fancy generic. 9 fancy Buff Pup. And a fancy Sashimi. Bro, Rancid, and Gildy. Foxy Rain, Silver Veil, and Shy Lily. Fancy, really fancy Meat Canyon. And a generic. That's fucking cool. Illustrator Lux. That's fucking cool, man. We got a 9 Sanson and another 10 Meg. Chibilena and Limon and Baby Moth. Akumi, Farmer Vienna, and Vey. A generic and Fork. 9 Sky, and a fancy 8 Heavenly. Bradley, Tricky, and Mimi. Push up with the Bradley. It just makes me think of that quote from COD. The name Bradley, just the only thing I can think of is that quote from COD when I hear the name Bradley. Push up with the Bradley. Is that from COD? Pretty sure it's from COD. Diariku, Totless, and Tob. Pay Money Wubby in a generic. 9 Diariku. And a fancy Orca pup. Droid, Ollie, and Gildy. Ebiko, Lucy Pyre, and Lord Aethelstan. Tossing them everywhere. 2 generics. 9 Tob. And an 8 Fancy Junie. Simp, Bat, Surd Cat, and Mimi. God, that fucking face. I hate that face. I don't like that face. Lucy Pyre, Lord Aethelstan, and Shoto. A generic and a fancy generic. 9 Lord Aethelstan. And a fancy 8 Tob. Froglodyte, Sashimi, and Meathead. Just powering through this now because I've pulled all of these already pretty much. I don't think there's anything that I'm missing. As far as I know. Froglock, Freeman, Shy Lily. As far as I know, there's not any individuals that I'm missing. You know, characters or their mascots. Or support cards. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, come on. There we go. Behave. So the only things that I'm missing so far at this point are 10s and 9s. Philly and Snack Cat in a generic. Ooh. Come on. A 9 Junie. Very nice. And a fancy Rancid. So I'm just going to blast through this. And then I'll blast through these. And then stop if I, find one that I haven't found yet. Bradley, Chabin, and Electrobyte. Nice, nice. Very nice. The Ancient Glade. Foxy Rain, Fifi, and Yuzu. Whoop, 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 whoop. Come on. Cooperate. Smitty and a fancy Moist Critical. Look at that man. Look at that man. That's a sexy man. And then also a fancy 9 Junie. That's cool. Who did the card art? Alice Vu. Very nice. Very nice. You know, one thing I will say is sexualization can be done well and it can be done poorly. And I just feel like the Cottontail card from the other pack, the what is it called? I don't remember. The second wave. You know, I'll go grab it to demonstrate what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about. And like, this is just personal taste, of course, but this is like massive, oversized balloon fucking tits that are barely covered. Like that's poor. That's like poor quality sexualization. This is high quality sexualization. He's like, the character in this card art is very hot, very sexy, but it's done tastefully, you know? Like, even this one, the Yuzu card art, it's done, it's sexual in nature, you know, it's arousing, it's done tastefully. But just, my issue with so many VTubers anime is it's just not done tastefully. It's big, massive tits that are barely covered, and it just fucking pulls me out of it, man. But that's just me. If you enjoy that kind of stuff, more power to you. It's just my opinion. It's just my opinion that I felt like sharing. Because it's also my stream. So, if you don't want to hear it, too fucking bad. Got a Rancid Guab and Haze. Ebiko Akumi and Farmer Vienna. Cyanide and Fillion. Cyanide and Happiness and Fillion. Another 9 Lord Aethelstan. And a fancy Nanomono. I think what I think about this that makes it taste it is there's not over-exaggerated proportions. Like, there's nothing bulging out. There's nothing that's oversized. There's nothing that's, like, ridiculous. Also, like, he's mostly covered. Like, yeah, he's showing a lot of skin, but he's still mostly covered. And I think that's a big thing that a lot of people don't, I don't know, realize or something. I'm not sure what word I'm trying to find. Is that covering, oftentimes when done well, can be more tantalizing than having everything on full showcase. Anywho, back to the cards. We got Limon, Lightning, and Tinky. Anyway, back to the fucking anime cards. Monarch Vane Pirate Tricky Wee. That's not to say the card art is bad by any stretch of the mean. The card art is good. It's well done. It's just like the substance that I have an issue with, you know? Kind of. Two generics. I don't really even necessarily have an issue with. I just think it could have been done better, you know? 9 fancy Foxy Rain and fancy Pedal Pals. Baby Moth, Evil Bot, Nano Mono. Moth. There we go, set that one to the side. Heavenly Father and Silver Veil. A fancy Cyanide and Happiness, and then Harpoon. Jesus Christ. Like, this is fine because it's played for a joke. The point is it's a joke. It's satirizing the thing that I was talking about before. It's still fucking horrendous to look at. We got another 9 Limu and an 8 fancy Froggy. Very nice. You know what? Like that. It's mostly covered. The proportions are fine, but there's still a little bit of tasteful cleavage. You know, be like a little bit of a tease. That's fine. That's good. That's like that. It's just, I think it's the issue for me is just when the proportions are fucking ridiculous. Tad and Cannoli, Patat and Haze. Fei Silver Veil and Shy Lily. Two generics. 9 Camilla. And a fancy droid. Ollie Droid and Electrobite. Rock and roll Ollie, eh? I never really looked at this card closely before. How is tiny little fingies gonna hit the chords? Fifi, Abiko, and Dia Ryu. Set that one to the side. And we got Charlie. Then a fancy 8 Totless. Okay, set that one to the side. Then we got Orca Pup and Pedal Pals. Oh, wow. Fuck no. Megalodon and Meat. Exposed and... Oh. Chad and Philion. 9 Code Miko. And a fancy Ollie. Very nice. Demonite, Goro, and Benson. You know, the way the background looks on Benson's card, whenever I pull it and I glance at it, I think it's like a cartoon yak. And then I realize, oh no, it's Benson. It's like a blob slime thing. Lena, Limu, and Numi. Nice. Very nice. Coefficient and harpoon. This be my white whale. 9 Camilla and a fancy 9 Omaha. Alrighty. Baby Moth, Small Cheat, and Farmer Cosmate. Buff Pup, Bow, and Farmer Vienna. Cyanide Happiness and Meat Canyon. Nine Ebiko and a fancy 8 Tob. Time is it? Oh, it's 11:45 already. Yee. Might actually have to pick up the pace a bit more here. Limon, Shibilena, and Bradley. Quinn Bennett, Punkalapi, and Nanners. Oh, come on. Come on. Set that to the side. And then we got Moist Critical. We got a 9 Code Miko and a fancy Benson. Spike, Pedal Pals, and Orca Pup. Set that one to the side. Froggy Lock and Freen. 2 generics. 9 Shoto. And a fancy Meathead. Open. Rancid Orca Pup and Gildy. Freem, Foxy Rain, and Rainho. A generic and a fancy generic. 9 fancy Nanolis. And hey, a fancy Haze. Spike, Bro, and Pedal Pals. Froggy Lock, Shoto, and Sanson. Generic and Flork. 9 Diariku, and a fancy Batsard Cat. Tob, why the fuck is your mascot so fugly? Tricky Mimi and Batsard Cat. Vey, Tricky, and Yuzu. Coefficient and Harpoon. 9 Lucipire. And a fancy 8 Sanson. Girls. Girls. Baby Moth, Evil Bot, and Froglodite. Oops. Wrong pile. Nanolis, Megalodon, and Meat. A generic and Chad. Whoever the fuck Chad is. a 9 Shy Lily, and 8 Fancy Punkalopi. You know, I want to see what the 10 art for Sanson in this first wave is. I bet it fucking looks dope as shit. Limon, Goro, and Benson. Limu, Juniper, and Sky. Set that one to the side, and a generic. 9 Lane and Lazar. And a 10 code Miko. That's some cool looking art. Bunny Carrot, artist. That's fucking dope. Chaplin, Chabot, and Goro. Camilla, Buff Pup, and Shy Lily. Fancy Cyanide and Happiness, and a Meat Canyon. 9 Fancy Sanson, and a Fancy Chibilina. Last pack. Last pack of Rising Stars, too. Froglodite, Evilbot, Lamp Champ. Camilla, Yuzu, and Akumi. Coefficient. And another super fancy Meat Canyon. Unfucking fortunate. The last pack has a fancy mascot for She Who Shall Not Be Named, and then a 9 Fifi. Well, that was quite fun. You know, honestly, I didn't think this would be as fun as it actually was. I had a good time doing this. I had a lot of fun doing this. But I do appear to be running a little bit behind schedule. So, unfortunately, I will have to go immediately. Let's just check out what we got for 10s here. We got Rainho, Punkalopi, Lucypire, Meat, Megalodon, Limu. I got the one that I was looking for. Megalodon again. Lord Aethelstan. This one looks fucking sick. And Code Miko. Very nice. Up you go. And we... flip. There we go. Cool. That was a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing that. I don't know why I find it so fun. Oh, it went back up to the top. The soundtrack did. Okay. I don't know why I found that so fun. I just did. I found that a lot more fun than opening the Edge of Eternity's MTG card packs. I think because I had a lot more to say about the characters that I pulled, because I generally at least know of most of these people. And some of them I do actively watch. So it's very nice. Also, the card art is very good. Very good. The whale came through. The whale came through as well. That's very nice. But in any case, that'll do it for today. I thank you for watching, and have a good one.